Hey everyone, welcome to this beginner drawing lesson. Today we are drawing these super cute mountain characters. And these characters are a great way to practice drawing our pyramid forms. So head over to the site and grab the free worksheet. Print it out if you are working on paper and have a printer, or load it up on your phone or computer screen if you don't have a printer. If you are working digitally, just load the file into whatever software you are using. Any software you are familiar with will work here. The tools I will be using are a Pentel mechanical pencil with 0.9 lead in it, and for erasing, I will be using a Kneadable eraser, which is something worth exploring if you draw a lot. Use whatever tools you have available to you. Any writing or drawing tool will work here. But I do recommend using a pencil so you can erase and make corrections. Keep in mind that drawing is quite a cheap hobby, and you really don't need to buy fancy tools. That can easily become a form of procrastination. Now let's jump into page 1. To draw the body of our Mountie characters, we start with a wide triangular shape for the face side. Then we add a small triangle to one edge to create the 3D form. And as a final and super fun step, we add a cute little face. Copy from the examples on the worksheet and take your time. Don't worry about making exact copies, focus more on understanding the concept so you can eventually draw some of these on your own. This can be quite tricky if you are new to drawing, so don't be shy about erasing. Making mistakes is an important part of the learning process, and how we deal with mistakes will have a big impact on our drawing journey. If you feel frustration rising within you as you draw, try to accept it as part of learning something new. If it wasn't challenging, then it wouldn't be much of an adventure. It can be very helpful here to lower your expectations a little bit. Assume that this skill will take time to learn, but we can have fun along the way. Once you complete this page, we can move on to the next one. On page 2, we will be adding arms and legs to our characters. To do this, we will be using sausage-like shapes on the sides of the body and at the bottom. So draw the body and face using the steps that we practiced on the last page, then add small legs to the bottom. They look kind of like popsicle sticks. Once we have the legs in place, we draw in the arms using similar shapes. The main challenge with the arms is that one arm will go on the side triangle of the body, so you will have to erase away the lines that go underneath the arm. I provided some subtle guidelines in our first example on the worksheet to help you see how that works. Copy from the examples using these steps and take your time. You are learning a lot of beginner drawing skills all at once, but this type of application is so much fun that it's a faster way to learn. So give yourself credit for learning this and taking the time to practice. In some of the final examples, you can see that I have added some ice to the top of our Mountie characters. Now that we have this base design for our characters, we can start to give them more unique qualities. Once we complete this page, we can move on to the next one, but take your time and feel free to practice this step some more in your sketchbook if you want. There are no extra points for moving through this quickly. It's about enjoying the process of drawing, so really try to take your time here. On page 3, we will add some trees to our cute little characters. To draw these trees, we will combine 2 or 3 triangles and a rectangle. Stack these shapes together to create the tree as seen at the top of the worksheet. One of the challenges here will be layering these trees. This is a great opportunity for us to practice overlap. Copy from the examples and don't worry about making exact copies. If you place a different amount of trees or your trees look very different, that is completely fine. My goal here is for you to be able to draw these fun characters on your own, so making exact copies isn't the most important thing. I want you to experience the joy of drawing your own characters, and we are getting close to doing that. If you start to feel stressed about your drawing skills here, take a moment to sit back and relax your body. Remind yourself that this should be hard. Learning new things isn't easy. Part of what makes this worth it is that it's difficult, and ultimately, it being difficult is what will make you feel proud of yourself once you learn it. Once we complete this page, we can move on to our final exercise. On page 4, we are going to fill the box with our own little Mountie characters. Feel free to make them as simple or complex as you would like. Draw some with ice on them and others with trees. If you know how to draw other elements, you can also play with that. Maybe draw a Mountie character surrounded by cute clouds. Try to be playful here. The goal is to learn while having fun. You can also just practice drawing the main body of the characters first until you get comfortable with it before adding the other elements. The more you practice each step, the easier it will become to draw these characters. So do this at your own pace. This is all about learning and digesting these skills, so take your time, try not to rush it. One of the most useful skills to learn as a beginner is how to have a playful attitude. Having good emotional habits will keep paying off throughout your drawing journey. Don't assume that you have to become good at drawing to enjoy it. You can give yourself the permission to enjoy every step of the process. Drawing is a craft that can get frustrating at times, but you can actually teach yourself how to have more fun with it by being careful of your judgments. When you do feel frustrated, ask yourself, what is the story I'm telling myself right now? The story might be that if you were more talented, this would be easier, or that if you had stuck to your New Year's resolution to draw daily, that you would have already learned this. These stories feel real to us, but it can be helpful to hold them very lightly. Realize that all thoughts are illusions of the mind. They will dissipate if you don't clench tightly to them. Being good or bad at drawing is not a judgment on your worth as a human being. I'm mentioning this mentality because I think my biggest mistake in my creative journey was taking it too seriously and robbing myself of the fun I could have had. It's truly a gift to be able to sit and draw, so try your best to maintain gratitude as you face new challenges. But it's also totally natural to feel these frustrations, so you don't have to judge yourself if you fall into those feelings once in a while. Just make a mental note of the experience and try to hold your thoughts gently next time you draw. If you enjoy drawing these cute Mountie characters, I have a course full of more coyotes. In the mini course, we will learn how to draw these Lavaloos, Rocky Boys, Mushies, and Cuppies. The course is currently 30% off because it's in its pre-sale period, so sign up now if you want to draw with me some more. The course will be completed by the end of October, and I will make sure to email you a reminder when we can explore these cute characters together. I can't wait to draw with you some more. Feel free to send this tutorial to a friend if you had fun, and I will see you in the next beginner drawing lesson. And remember that drawing is a friend that you can always return to. No matter how busy life gets, it will always be there for you when you need it. And I will be here as your art companion. That's one of the most beautiful things about drawing. It's the most loyal friend you can have. So let's draw together again soon. Bye!